Story time. So some time ago, I started a story on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. And I'm coming here to complete the story, to close the loop of communication. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I know that you sought after it yesterday. Here we are today. Yesterday, I was a little busy packaging up all of the orders that I got for my comic book. So, I just had to prioritize because the people on them spending money and they want their product. So I'm sending the product. And now I am delivering the other product. The remainder of the story. Y'all want to know what I'm talking about? Let me give you a quick refresher. Prior to me giving you a quick refresher, I just want to remind you to order my comic book. Subscribe to my kids' Storytime page, which is literally called Ashley's Storytime page. That page will be stories for kids. Yay! A lot of my followers have requested it because they've shared with me that their kids enjoy watching and enjoy repeating story time. So I have made a page exclusively for them. Yay! Also, my book signing is on Saturday, 1 week or 6 days from today at 1 p.m. in Moreno Valley, California at Get Lit Books and Things. Here we are. Let us start the story or continue. So just a really quick recap. Some time ago, I was sharing about an experience about being a CNA, and I was in nursing school. And while I was in nursing school, I was convinced, first of all, prior to nursing school, I said I wanted to be an OBGYN. And then I was like, that's going to take entirely too long. I want to start making money. I want to move out. I want to be independent. Anywho, so I looked into something else that would get me the same fulfillment. And I said, okay, I'll be an L&D nurse, labor and delivery nurse. So again, while I was in nursing school, I was looking for all of these jobs for CNAs that would allow for me to get my foot in the door so I could be grandfathered in. So I was looking at OBGYN offices, I was looking on L&D units, maternal newborn units, and I got a job at an office, an OBGYN office. And in some cases, this happens a lot because I also used to work at a pediatrics office. And a lot of times what will happen is the male doctors, when it comes to examining private parts of a female patient, they will ask for a chaperone to come in there, and it needs to be a female chaperone. And so in this particular case, one physician who had been an OBGYN for a long, long time, and he asked for a chaperone. And this was within my first couple of weeks of working there. I was a chaperone. So I had set him up for a pelvic exam, and the patient had her feet in the stirrups. Okay, and for those of you who don't know what stirrups are, they're the little things, these little kind of legs that extend from the examination bed that you put your heels inside of, and you kind of let your knees fall off to the side so that the doctor can do a full exam. That's the best I got. So the patient was in the exam position, and so the physician, the OB, lifted the drape and thought that that would be the appropriate time to say, well, this one has seen a few, hasn't it? Now, initially, this was where the story kind of ended on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Initially, there was silence because, there's always that degree of disbelief. Like, no, he didn't say that. No. So here's why I emphasize the amount of time he's been an OBGYN. Because sometimes I feel like the longer doctors have been doctors, the less they think about what they're going to say. It's almost kind of like a little less bedside manner, a little less compassion, sometimes a lot. Sometimes it's literally just, yeah, well, it is what it is. You want me to send this prescription or not? Versus, I understand that this is difficult for you to hear. This is what I advise that you do moving forward. I just feel like there's a little less of the latter the longer they're in their profession. And that's just what I've seen in my own experience. So all of that being said, after that kind of pause of disbelief, the patient shoves the drape down, like in between her legs, and like sticks her head up, and she was like, excuse me? And then he looks at me. I don't know what he was expecting from me. I don't know if he wanted a bout of support or encouragement from me. Like if he was expecting me to be like, go on, it's okay. No, that wasn't okay. So I just crossed my arms like, what you got to say now, sir? I just looked at him. You're not getting support from me because that was completely inappropriate. So then he looks back at her, shook, the audacity to be surprised. And he was like, oh, I was just trying to lighten the situation. It was just a joke. She did not like that. She did not approve. She did not accept. So then she sat up, closed her legs, and was like, can you get someone else in here that knows not to make those kinds of jokes? Because that was completely inappropriate. She's bright red. I mean, she's embarrassed. It was rude.
Bruh. I know you're recording, but this part stays in the video. This is me.
Yo, this man gets on my nerves.
It's showing the world that I'm a great husband and I'm bringing my wife pizza that I warmed up. So
you warmed this pizza up?
I warmed this pizza up, yeah.
So I didn't warm the pizza up?
No, I warmed this pizza up here. So which one do you want?
I'll take the one I already took a bite out of.
Okay. You just want one?
No, I want both of them. But I was hoping to eat it after the video.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. All right, continue. Thank you. It stays in. You can't edit this out.
All right.
Yep. Come on.
Thank you.
Two cars.
I'm gonna just wait for my dog to step out.
Come on. He's all, which one are you gonna give me some pizza?
Well, then show him the pizza so he can come on.
Come on, your cars.
Look. I don't even know where I left off. What do I remember? Patient was PO'd. And she demanded that he leave and get somebody else that knows not to make jokes like that. Now, he's feeling embarrassed and apologized profusely. And I'm so confused. I'm so confused because I feel like his reaction is more suited for somebody who didn't know that what they did was wrong. But there's no way that you didn't know that saying something like that was inappropriate. So he steps out and she turns around and looks at me, and I was like, all right, I'm about to get her wrath. And honestly, if she's upset with me, I'm not even going to say anything because this entire experience for her, I'm sure, is incredibly uncomfortable. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Oh. Anyways, homegirl turned around. Hopefully there's no pizza in my teeth. No. Homegirl turned around. Excuse me. And looked at me. And I thought that I was about to get it. I thought that she was about to unleash the power of the sun on me. And I was just going to take it. I was just going to apologize on his behalf. And I was going to step on out. But instead she was like, can you believe that? And I was like, girl, honestly, no. I can't. That was crazy. And we're having a conversation. We're literally now just shooting the breeze. We're no longer talking about that bout of embarrassment. Okay? Now we're talking about other feminine things. Just normal conversation. Like me and her are now friends. You know what I'm saying? It felt wholesome. And then another doctor comes in there and begins to profusely apologize. Now, I'm going to remind you guys, I'm still new at this office. I'm still learning the ropes. I have not been able to truly absorb the reputation of all of the doctors that work there. And so this doctor that steps in says, this has happened before. I am going to ask you to write an incident report because we are working to get him out. And I was like, well, damn, look at what I got myself into. This is the place that decides to call me in to work for them. Sheesh. Anywho, I would like to report that this did ultimately have two positive outcomes. One, we worked towards getting him out because obviously he's made inappropriate remarks before. And 2, I was able to be a part of homegirl feeling like she was recovering from an experience that was not in any way, shape, or form her fault. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all of this to say that my book signing is coming up on February 1st at 1 p.m. at Get Lit Books and Things. I was about to say Get Valley Mall, but it's Moreno Valley Mall. And go ahead and order your comic books, y'all, because your girl is working on the animation. If y'all want to see this come to life, order books, because that's how we're going to fund it. That is how we are funding it. Support your girl. And subscribe to also my Rumble. It is called Ashley Page's Comic Quest. I will be playing video games with the gentleman who I call my husband, who just interrupted this video to give me pizza. Thank you for your patience and for joining. A new episode of Zyla is coming soon. Love you.